All right, so now we are into the final stage of the session, and the main subject, right? The title of this session was the AI and IoT emerging twins. So why did we say emerging twins here? This session is talking about that, right? So artificial intelligence of things, the name is saying, right? AIoT. So AI is artificial intelligence and IoT is internet of things. And you I'm hoping, I'm assuming that by now you should have some understanding about what is AI. Means AI is basically systems which learns. How does it learn? It learns from data. All right, and the data is the food. The data is the fuel to the AI model. You can write a fantastic AI model, right? You can have a super powerful GPU or TPU computers to run the AI model, but if you don't have data, that model will not do anything. You may have a pistol, but there is no cartridge, there is no bullet with you. I mean, I don't know what you will do with that pistol, right? You can have a fantastic Ferrari car, but no fuel in it, right? So how will you run the car? So similarly, you can have a very fine, sophisticated model with you, but there's no data. The model will not do anything. And so that's why, since the data is the model, data is the key to this AI model, data is the food to the AI model, and this data is coming from IoT. You understand? Now you see the relationship, right? And you see one more thing. IoT generates the data. This data is being consumed by the machine learning or deep learning model, and it generates some information, generates some knowledge, and and then triggers some activities, and those triggered activity again being executed by IoT. So IoT starts some data, send the data to AI model. AI model makes some sense of it. Feedback comes back to the IoT, and IoT takes the action. All right. So IoT kick off and IoT close, right? And in between, the AI plays the role. All right. So now you see what a fantastic, the relationship integration is happening nowadays between IoT and AI, and that's what we are going to talk about here. All right. So when AI meets IoT, brain meets body. I mean, that's the best analogy I guess I can give you. So if IoT is the body, it's actuators like your joints is actuators, different sensors is basically the sensory organ of a human body, right? So all this generates data, this information goes to the brain, and brain processes it. The brain is your AI, right? AI process it, make some sense, make some decision, generate some output, and this output comes back to us, and we take the action. All right. For example, say for example you are walking and just you saw a snake, coming on your way. So the eye will see this information goes to brain will process, and the process will give the instruction to the leg that you start run, right? So the IoT, the eye part, the vision part, capture it, brain process it, which is AI, and information, the feedback coming to the leg, actuators, move it, right, run it. So that's what you can say, the brain meets the body, that's the AI, meets the IoT. All right. So IoT and AI, it's an individual technology. They work in isolation, all right, and they have been working in isolation maybe 3-4 years back, right? But now this integration, this confluence start happening, which is creating a wave, which is creating a super positive impact on everything. The way we process, the way we eat, your food industry, your pharma industry, your automotive industry, Every industry is being greatly impacted by this positive confluence, this positive combination of AI and IoT. All right, so you can think of Internet of Things device as a digital nervous system, and this is written in your PDF, while artificial intelligence is the brain of the system. All right, so see, AI is basically the deep learning, right? Primarily, machine learning is there, but once you start going to a deeper and deeper, you have to go for a deep learning model. And deep learning model, one part of deep learning model is called the neural network. All right, the combination of different neurons. Neurons is the biological neurons, and in the AI, neurons is basically a node. It's a software. All right, and all these softwares are interconnected. Those creates the artificial neural network. So similarly, you can think of Internet of Service, Internet of Things as a digital nervous system, and artificial intelligence is the brain, which is processing the information, making some sense of it, and then giving back to the nervous system. Information is passing to the endpoint. All right. So all right, so what is AIoT? We know AI, artificial intelligence. We know IoT, which is Internet of Things. Now the new term is coming up, which is AIoT, artificial Internet of Things. All right. So Internet of Things, such as wearable device or refrigerators, digital assistants, sensors, and other equipments are connected to the internet. All right, can be recognized by other device and collect and process data. This is the definition, standard definition, right? What you read in Wikipedia or book or anywhere, right? And artificial intelligence, when a system complete a set of tasks or learn from data in a way that seems intelligent, right? Or in a way that looks like that human is learning. All right, so these two things. AI is basically collecting data from the sensors and transmitting to a centralized place. AI is basically, learning from the data, learning from the experience, right? And it should look like of intelligent learning. All right, it's not of enforced learning. System learn itself. All right, you are not imposing it. System learn, unlearn, relearn, those kind of system is there in the AI model. All right. Therefore, when artificial intelligence is added to the Internet of Things, it means that those devices can analyze data and makes decision and act on that data without involvement by humans. And that's without involvement by human is something which is critical and which is changing the landscape of the technology. All right. For example, this autonomous car, you must have seen the video, or some of you may have seen the car in physical form. I haven't seen that. All right. So the autonomous car is, they have a full of sensors. A lot of different kind of sensors are there. The sensor capturing the data in the real time. This data goes to the machine learning model or deep learning model in the heart of the car, right? They are making decisions. And this is how the car is driving on the road itself, where different traffics, different people, different signage, different rules are being applied, but car is successfully able to maneuver through those environment. All right, this is happening just because of AIoT, Internet, artificial Internet of Things. All right, so there could be not limiting to these few examples. There could be n number of applications, the use cases of AIoT, smart retail. Maybe we can have a debate on it. Maybe we can have chat exchange on the group. Where do you see the applications of AIoT? But smart retail, probably I have seen the video where Amazon has a retail center. It's a manless. There is no human there. All right. All information is passing to the vendors, to the manufacturers, to the suppliers. The goods are being shipped to the retail centers. You walk in, pick up the items, pay at the payment counter. Everything is happening and there is no human. All right. So that is the classic case of the AIoT. Drone traffic monitoring system, office buildings, autonomous vehicle, it's a classic case. Autonomous delivery robots. I have seen such robots in the manufacturing plants where robots automatically being information is being supplied by the different departments, by the inventory department, by the uh, production departments, and based on that, one robot is automatically deciding which item to be shipped at which location and at which quantity. That's the beauty. Robot knows that at that particular production you have to provide 3 units of some parts, or so all the quantity, number, locations, robot itself deciding and doing a fantastic job, right? So, and these are the classic use cases of the AIoT. All right, so I know these are complex subject and not easy to explain you in such a small time, but I did whatever I could do my best. All right, so I guess that's the end. Yes, that's the end. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, we can open. Tomorrow is Sunday. Again, I would repeat it. So almost all of us may have some free time. We can extend the chat or we can catch up on the group. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. All right. Thanks.